unmuting.
You can't do nothing right.
No, we fucking. Oh. I apparently toggled one of my fucking. Toggled one of my fucking things. Okay, we're good. We're good.
One of the fucking things?
One of the fucking things. Oh.
Yippee!
Oh, you guys
Crisis
are really tiny.
averted.
Oh my goodness.
Yay.
There's little babies on my screen.
Yay.
Oh, little babies.
Holy fuck.
Averted
All right.
crisis.
We did it. Y'all don't know about this, but we had a fucking issue.
It wouldn't work.
Ew, why is your PNGs are so low quality?
I don't know, girl.
Oh, girl.
What the
It might
fucking
be a you.
fucking chicken?
If I don't come out of this stream with an enlarged brain due to the sheer intake of knowledge I receive, then I'm gonna sue. Also, Effie, I can't hear the rest of the gang on your stream.
Oh, chickens honestly are fucking our
No,
sound
shut up.
person.
You're fine now. It's fine. I don't know why, but like whenever I turn off desktop audio on a different scene in OBS, it turns it off everywhere. Every scene that I have.
Oh, bro.
So I don't know. It's weird. It's dumb. Let's get into it. Like and subscribe.
Into the news.
I've been spending a lot of time with YouTube in my solitude.
Oh no! Holy
Apologize
Misha.
in advance for my rhetoric.
You're going first, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, Misha is. I thought. Oh.
No, I said Misha.
You did it.
Oh god, yeah. I am getting my thingamabob window capture. Here we go.
Now, just a reminder, please save your comments, questions, and possible concerns for the end of the presentation.
Yeah, fear not, fear not. Fear not.
Concerns?
Concerns?
Who knows?
Who's to say?
You're allowed to giggle, but we will not be reading the chat out loud until someone is done, because that's rude.
Yes.
Period.
Alright. We got it up on... Oh, wait, no, wait. We're doing it... I need to fucking share it on
Yeah, you have
Discord.
to share it on your Discord screen. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly bitch. 2. Bum, 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 bum. Fucking type of bum, 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 bum. That's not what I want. Get out of there. Share my screen. Applications. Misha's presentation.
And a line of text on my stream that just says eating Taco Bell.
Eating
What?
Taco Bell. Alright. It's gone up here. There we go.
How do I start this?
Hit view, and then
Slideshow? Okay, cool.
Yes. There you go.
Alright.
Oh, goody.
So excited.
Oh wait, hold on. I need to turn on some like Halloween music. Hold on. Not fucking not fucking whatever I got going on. Fucking Megan Trainor.
I like how you gave credit to
Nothing stupid.
Well, yeah, of course. I do that because hold on, I'll move my bitch, but you'll see. Oh wait, well you can see. No, she is not.
This is a girl with honor, and she gives credit.
Exactly. In the corner here, it is all Adobe. All right.
Fred, you have hot tea.
Hey.
Tell your dad.
Ah! Whoops. All right. Anyway. All right. So, surviving your first month in a zombie apocalypse. I'm actually going to hide the banner for this. So, first and foremost, what fucking type of zombies we talking about? Because there's so many, right? So fucking many. And let me turn the Spotify down. So, we got the fucking Resident Evil fuckers up in the top left. We got the fucking all of us are dead motherfuckers. Resident Evil, mutants. Weird ass mutant mutations. Fuck that. All of us are dead. Weird ass fucking Asian running zombies. Fuck that. It's a very good show. It's a very good show. Warm bodies that zombies are, able to think and eventually become human again? No, we're not doing that. Then bottom right, where all the girlies currently are on the stream, those are the 28 days, 28 weeks, and year zombies. Rage virus, fuck that. We're not talking about that. Land of the Dead, pretty cool, pretty cool. They're still zombies. They still eat people, but they are kind of like their own little species and relearn how to do shit. No, fuck that. Hold on. There's so many. I gotta go through this. Where's my bitch at? Let me move her. To the left, complete left over here, we got the clickers from the fucking Last of Us. Fuck those. Fuck those fungus bitches.
Yeah, I would.
We do not care about them. And then we have Night of the Living Dead, the classics. We love the classics. We're talking about normal, everyday undead. Bitches ain't got no super speed, no super strength, no fucking mutations, because fuck all that. No crossing over to other species, so we're not gonna have like fucking mutant zombie dogs. And they're just gonna be mindless husks of previous humans who can't regain or retain human emotions, like the Walking Dead type shit, except, obviously they're gonna fucking decompose after a bit, and they're not gonna just forever stay like the ones in The Walking Dead do, so they can get more fucking shows. Anyway. Now, I didn't finish the slide. That's fine. Perfect. Anyway.
You didn't finish the slide?
Well, I clicked, as you can see right here, I accidentally put a bullet there. I did not mean to put a bullet there. So I did finish it. I just forgot to edit that out.
Okay.
Okay. So, hold on. On screen, I gotta put this down because it's cutting off my damn top here. Okay. So, we got the zombies we're going for. The normal everyday Joe motherfuckers. Now, we gotta talk about the setting of where you're gonna fucking be at when the fucking shit hits the fan. There's 3 different locations, obviously. You got city, rural, suburban. Fucking all of these, don't leave your fucking house right away, okay? Just don't. We're gonna just do a little general type situation for all of them. I lied a few seconds ago. I'm not gonna pick one because it's kind of the same no matter what. So, all right, this is the word fucking shit one that I'm probably not even gonna like read word for word, but it's there. Hold on. It's there. So, this is how to survive the first month, right? So week 1 to 2 are mushed together. Week 3 to 4 are mushed together because you're kind of gonna do it all in that same time span. Let me move my bitch up on top over here, I guess. So week 1's gonna be all about fucking prepping, taking stock of supplies, just getting your fucking bearings, right? First of all, you do not leave your fucking house. You do not leave your fucking house at the initial fucking day of the outbreak, because you're gonna die. That's how people die a lot. On the first day, the first few days, people leaving their houses, dead as fuck.
Preach, sister.
Thank you. So what you gonna do? Fortify your fucking house. Take stock of your shit. And what week do I'm not looking at that yet. Take stock of supplies. Write down contacts from your phone because you know damn well that shit gonna go off. We're done. We don't remember phone numbers anymore. Fucking just straight up charge every single one of your devices because the electric's gonna go out, the water's gonna go out. Like it's gonna get fucked. You want to prepare. Fucking take screenshots. Print if you got a printer. I got a printer because I'm old. And then you're gonna literally want to fill every single fucking thing of water you got, because water's gonna go out, and you will die slower and more painfully from dehydration, Stacy, than from not eating. Sorry, girl. Okay.
Why am I getting strays?
I wonder why. And then another thing that's not really thought of as much, obviously, you're gonna want to. Oh goodness, my fucking phone. Oh, perfect. Thriller just came on. Obviously. Obviously, something that's not really thought of, perishable foods. You're literally, it's kind of this one I was debating on because you kind of want to cook everything that has like a high smell and smoke output early on, just so when things settle down, you don't have to take the fucking chance of like zombies or people realizing you're in your house when you're cooking your fucking food. But this is obviously done after you fortify your fucking house and block all the curtains and make sure everything's fucking secure. Cause you want to cook everything before it fucking goes bad. Cause you want to save the non-preserved. I mean, you want to save the preserved food, fucking for when you're dipping and when you're at the bottom of the barrel. So anyway, week 1 to 2, all about just prepping your fucking home, making sure you know what you got, and just straight up having all your shit sorted. This is the shittiest fucking of the month. Okay. I forgot I put good fucking luck with the rest. Okay. Week 3 to 4. So, depending on like how much you keep your fucking fridge or your pantry stocked, you're probably getting low on food at this point. At least like normal actual good food for yourself if you have any in your house. Um like so at this point you're probably going to want to start if you're like if you're in an apartment, you're probably once it's clear, if you see it's clear out there, you're probably going to want to start trying to go into other apartments if their doors are open. If you're in a suburban area, you probably want to go through the backyards like a fucking little thief in the night. Go into their houses, fucking snatch their food, because they're probably not in their houses. They were probably dumbasses, because I live in a suburban area. They're all old people. And you know damn well they either going to die right away or they're going to try to get the fuck out in their fancy ass cars. So they're not taking anything with them. Well, they're taking like all their money and like stupid shit that's not going to help them survive. Pack light, by the way. Pack light. That's a side note. Anyway, at this point, you're gonna want to start to get ready to get the fuck out of your house, cause week 3 to 4, it's most likely chilled around where you're at. Unless if you're in a city, it's probably still a little crazy, but you wanna prep. You wanna get like shit packed up as a to-go bag essentially. Um, and then literally just like that, find the fucking best time to escape. Like it it doesn't have to be exactly a month, but it doesn't, any longer than a month in your own home is kind of a death sentence in the fucking zombie apocalypse. No matter if they're these fucking little walker bitches, okay? Like just find a good spot to try and leave, sneak away like after you figure it out, like a good path to get the fuck out of wherever you're at and go. And good fucking luck. In conclusion, you're gonna want to just stay in one fucking spot at the initial outbreak. Prepare, have a plan. Near the end of the month, when it's clear, dip. Personal Homes in America, as you can see behind my fat ass head. Oh, fuck me. Hold on. There's my bitch. Okay. Um, Personal Homes in America are not fucking long-term survivor bases. Okay? They're weak. Bitches can go through the door. The doors aren't even solid. They're not solid. The walls aren't solid. They're hollow. They suck. And unless you live on a farm with other people around, you're gonna need to get out of the fucking cities and towns. After that month, because any more than a month, you're gonna just risk fucking, first of all, starving, and then second of all, people are gonna be looting like you are. So, your house, very good for the first month. Not a long-term survival base. So there's your prep. Good luck finding your fucking next location and not dying. Boom.
Period.
Done.
Play.
Okay.
Clap, clap. You may now ask your
Clap.
questions or leave comments or
All right.
concerns.
Let me look at this fucking chat here. I was trying to not look the entire time.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where in your sort of zombie Venn diagram does the Disney Channel original movie Zombies
Oh,
fall?
yeah.
Oh,
That's important.
so that actually, hold on. That's gonna be in week 1 to 2, when you have electric still.
Hold on, what?
No, like
I
what
think she's
type of
asking what kind
zombie?
of zombies they are.
Oh, bitch.
Yes.
Okay,
They're
yeah.
high school zombies that just want to be humans and
No.
join the cheerleading squad.
That
But
goes with the war.
they are regular zombies and they have like power bands that stop them from
No.
being
And
zombies.
integrated into society almost, sort of.
So
This movie was way after my Disney Channel era, so I don't even know how I know this much.
This is even after Britney's era. Like, I don't even know what this
It's
is.
because I watch a lot of like video essays on Disney Channel movies. But anyway, yeah, I
Skill
am
grinding.
curious about like the zombies that like. Well, I guess that's kind of similar to Warm Bodies, right?
Yeah, that's like warm bodies type shit. And also, yeah, the what Jiggly said, the radio, getting a radio and comms is like definitely what you want to do within that first 1 to 2 weeks of like getting your contacts, getting everything printed and screenshotted, all that shit, because you're gonna need to know where to go once the power and signal goes out.
No maps. No maps.
I know,
I don't know
bitch.
how to get anywhere.
Well, you're gonna need to get maps, bitch. Also, this isn't
Oh,
Project
shit.
Zomboid, chicken. We don't get XP books.
I have a
no,
question.
Yes.
you're gonna find a Bible and it's gonna give you +5 reading XP.
Yes, Miss
So
Effie.
my question is, regular people like us who are like perhaps in their early 30s.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
And people that are just like they're just not outdoorsy or resourceful, and we just like sit inside and game all day and are like,
Yeah.
how do we survive? Like
Yeah, how do we survive?
do we just give it up? We just take a pill and go to sleep kind of shit?
I mean,
Because that was my plan.
I mean, honestly, if you want to do that, yeah, go for it. I can't tell you how to live your life, but but if they're just normal walking zombies that you can just out jog or just out walk, as long as you know they don't grab onto you, uh, you should be fine just to like skedaddle around them. Like, just, literally, it's like just grab a backpack and just go around in like yards and shit. As there's fences, fuck that. But I mean, shit. Just even staying in the middle of the road, even though that's really scary for humans to see you, at least you can see fucking everywhere around you until you get out into like non-zombie land.
I see.
Like I said, these are the like slow-moving, just literal fucking corpses. You can just outwalk those hoes. Just make sure you don't get caught in like like in the fucking Walking Dead city type. They surround you.
No.
God, yeah, no, in the city it would 100% be more fucked, just because of the sheer amount of people. You would be fucked, my dear. Love you, but Jesus.
I would just, KMS myself,
No, that'd be valid. If I lived in a fucking city, with that many people in an apartment building, no less. Shit.
Yeah, I think like 2,000 people live on my road alone.
God.
Like,
Yeah, I live in. I mean, there's probably less than that, but like I definitely live in like a populated area. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and
no,
the apartment
that's
complex are less.
that's right, Jiggly. Yeah, with the comms, even a little two-way radio is way better than just hoping. I guess you know what? That would make sense. Within that first 1 to 2 weeks, also, maybe call your family if you like them, and see if they're good.
I
See.
called my dad just to be like, "You're dead, bitch."
My question is, usually in shows and movies with zombies, it seems like the internet and like the power and everything goes out immediately. Do you think in today's technological climate that we would still have that stuff for at least like a week?
I don't know about a
Or even a
week,
day?
but I feel like how it would actually happen, right? Is we'd get like fucking reports of weird ass shit. like COVID. Just
Mm.
they start rolling in and shit, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, hold on, this is a fucking zombie apocalypse. If it actually gets to the point where it overruns like every like country and shit, more than like the guns that we have, which is iffy, because it's iffy.
It's Effie.
It's iffy because it's not like
Effie's a zombie?
it's girl. I
Guys,
feel like a
didn't wanna
zombie in the
tell you,
morning.
but I feel like a zombie. Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, but no,
Just being unemployed.
yeah, girl. But no, it's like it's not like The Walking Dead where we don't know what a fucking zombie is. Fuck the volatiles. We ain't talking about those bitches. Jiggly. Okay. God.
Volatile.
Oh my god. It's from oh god, what is it? Dying Light.
Oh,
They're
oh no.
yeah, those fucking
Oh no.
steroid
know what that is.
motherfuckers. Think of I don't even
They're
know.
like like Resident Evil
What about
zombies,
Stream?
but
Something like that?
they have like superpowers.
Essentially.
occasionally.
I see.
They're really strong.
I see.
What was I saying? Oh god. I got sidetracked already.
Oh jeez.
Oh no. But
What
yeah.
about guns and other
Oh yeah,
stuff?
guns, right. Unlike The Walking Dead, we know what a fucking zombie is. They didn't even have that concept. So honestly, at least in America, I feel like wherever it starts, like once people realize what it is, and you know damn well the government is not. We're getting political. Oh no. You know damn well that our up higher ups probably will try to keep it under wraps until it gets to a horrible point. Um, but you also should know people in America like guns and aren't stupid seeing a zombie and knowing what happens when someone gets bit and they become a zombie. So I feel like it would get there'd be a crazy like swarm of undead and then and then people with guns would take care of that real quick.
I have a question to follow up
Yes.
that kind of. So, with the way things are here now, without the zombie
Mhm.
issue,
Yes.
where do you think you would fall as far as what kind of like factions do you think
Oh,
there
God.
would be just based on how things are now? Like faced with a zombie, like how would we who would team
Fuck.
up? You know.
Bad people, dumb people, pussy people.
I know we're categorizing it.
Oh God, no. I mean,
I feel like there would be groups of people that genuinely want to help each other.
yeah,
There
yeah,
would be people like fuck
People
you,
trying to
it's
find a
every man
cure.
for themselves.
yeah.
Or it's the literal Nazis that come out and hang out. And be
Yeah.
Like, "This is my time to shine."
Or
Right.
the people that think that they're like holy, like gifts.
Oh
from
my
God.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like the bringer
cultists.
of,
The
like-
cultists.
Yeah, like the bringer of like whatever that is the thing that the Mormons believe. What is
So
it
you
called?
mean like what I'm
Rapture?
gonna be up to when this shit goes down?
Maybe.
God.
I
Hold on a
won't yuck
sec.
I won't yuck your yums.
Your yums. God. Hold on. Left 4 Dead 2. Girl, we ain't talking about all those other zombies. Hold up. So what type?
Yeah,
we're
we
on
have
the
a
slide
lot of
right here. What type of
presentations to
zombies?
get to.
What type of zombies we talking about? We talking about the normal everyday Joes who do decompose after a bit. So I mean, we could just outlive the motherfuckers, cause
Real.
they're
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just dying. They're corpses, bro. They're gonna be
Yeah.
bones.
Also, as Misha mentioned earlier, like stuff like The Walking Dead or The Last
Oh,
of Us,
yeah.
they always seem to be in time periods like before the internet was super popular or they didn't know
Yeah.
what zombies were.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. Whereas nowadays it's
Everyone fucking knows. Wake up.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
want to say we're futuristic, like we're
Yeah, we're
flying cars and shit,
futuristic.
but compared to them, we're futuristic.
But yeah, so I'm gonna close that there so we can move on. And so yeah, there you go. That's just a easy peasy. I could have went, yeah, I could have went hella crazy with it, but I was like, no, I can't give like a
Save
2
it for the
hour
next
long.
one.
Yeah, I can't give
Yeah,
like a
next-
2 hour long thing.
Next time, like, just like you expand on it. Like, I don't know. I want to hear about different zombies.
or Misha's next PowerPoint, surviving your second month.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Then I'll get real.
Oh,
It just keeps going till a fucking year. God.
Alright, Miss
set my-
Effie, it's your turn.
Yes, ma'am. Let me just set myself up here. So before I begin, there is some audio. So I don't know.
Ooh.
As you all know, I always have audio issues.
Okay, okay. Let me
so-
turn my Spotify down then.
Yeah.
Also,
so like.
on the Discord, make sure you guys all have your like
Sound on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know how this is gonna translate on the actual stream. So like, if you can't hear or if something's too loud, you may get jump scared. Who's to say?
Who's
now I
to
have you on
say?
the edge.
Is it a video or is it an audio clip?
Yes.
Okay.
That didn't tell me. If it's just an audio clip from when I used audio before in my Google Slides, when
Mhm.
you go to that slide, it won't play. But if you back to the next slide and go back to it, it'll play.
It's hit or miss. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
All right, stream girl, stream.
all right. Let me get it up here. Because I didn't tell you guys what I landed on for my idea either. I don't think I did. So.
Is it the magical girl one, or did you change?
No,
your
it is
idea?
now. I changed it. That's why.
Oh.
So I'll preface this again. I basically did this all today.
Yes.
So some of it might be like, I don't know, lazy, but okay. So let me share my screen here. Okay. Everybody see it?
Yes,
I see a white screen.
Excellent. Okay. Effie, your stream got nothing. That's because I forgot the display capture. So,
Huh.
and
That'll do her.
that's what this presentation is about. It's about OBS and why it's so hard.
And why we as streamers are truly the most put upon class.
Oh, whoops.
I never felt like a boomer until I started streaming. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, I'm Effie and I'm also doing a presentation, so here we're doing it. Everything you're about to see is my version of the facts.
Okay.
So don't argue with me.
Oh shit. Okay.
Can we have arguments after the presentation?
I won't be able to defend them, but sure. All right, so we're gonna start with a little video. Let me know if you have any audio issues.
Okay.
How will you fight
Oh my
without
God.
a weapon?
Oh god.
Now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better weapon. My heart.
Your heart? What good will that weak little thing do for you?
Although my heart may be weak,
I think I would.
it's not alone.
I told him to shut up.
And it's found a home with all the friends I've made. I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine. And if they think of me now and then, if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one. I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.
Okay. So, obviously, my presentation is about friendship.
Oh my god.
No. Oh no.
Hell yeah.
But actually, it's a cross-media investigation on social connections as a metaphysical energy source and its implication as broken plot armor mechanic, otherwise known as friendship power.
Oh my god.
Yeah! Okay, so let's get into it.
Okay.
So, I was like giggling to myself that whole time. I was so like hee hee. So this is why I wanted to hear the giggles. All right, so in this presentation, what is friendship power? Who is able or allowed to use friendship power? Why? And does it actually work IRL? Let's find out.
Everyone,
What is friendship power?
and I'll mark us with a special sign.
What gives, Taya?
It's a symbol of our friendship. So when Yugi's dueling, no matter how tough it gets, he'll know that he's not alone. We're all right there with him.
Okay, so
yourself on
that's
Yugi.
so cringe. So, what is it? So, friendship. Friendship. I'm not gonna be able to do this, you guys. The emotions or conducts of friends, the state of being friends, just be cool, whatever. Power. The ability to do something or act in a particular way, especially as a faculty or quality. I don't know what that means. Friendship power is a narrative energy source or power derived from interpersonal bonds, typically wielded by a teenage young adult protagonist, usually male, and companions. What was the next slide? All right, so what we know. FP equals.
Jesus.
I'll go through it one by one.
I'm so ready.
C, the number of crying friends, plus T, the volume of inspirational speeches in decibels. That's squared. Plus H, the number of heroes in the party. And that's all multiplied by A plus R, which is the average age of our hero or heroes. And R is proximity to their rival. So Gary for Ash, Vegeta, Riku, nearby but not like helping, just being a dick somewhere. And then that's all divided over villain health bar percentage, basically. I'm not good at math. I just kind of like Googled something. So.
Beautiful.
So this is otherwise known as Dynamis, which we all know. We play 14. We play Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn with a free trial, all that stuff. Nakama power and talk no jutsu. Basically just saying like, hey, why can't we be friends, guys? And the villain is like, okay. Sparkle power, social links, plot armor. Manifestations are rainbow colored lasers like Sailor Moon. Sudden battle power-ups when the hero is dying. Deus Ex species coming back from the dead because, of course. Limitations. Villains and most adults can't use it, and anyone who has paid taxes. That's just the common denominators.
That's just life.
Here's my peer-reviewed chart. The more friendship power, more villain dies. Okay. More villain dies. Let's see. Who can use it?
Walking down is the path of running away. That's why I can't let you keep going and drag everyone else into it. Come over to my path. As a ninja of the hidden...
I'm sorry if that was loud.
Oh, as soon as I saw Naruto, I was like, I'm out.
All right. So we're just gonna go through. Obviously, this is not all of them. These are the ones that I kind of know mostly. So we're just gonna go through and just like identify some friendship power users.
Okay.
First, we have Sora from Kingdom Hearts. We know Sora. Like, come on, you guys know him. Yeah. He has some special moves. My friends are my power. Everybody cringes. Instant buff. It just works. It just does it. Summon IP. He can summon Disney characters specifically by believing real hard, I guess. He doesn't summon anything other than Disney critters and such, so I don't really know if it's imprisonment or something.
Probably.
It's friendship. It's probably friendship. And then resurrection. If he dies, friendship brings him back. That's just how it works. Weaknesses. He can't seem to function solo, and I believe he has a phobia. He's also a lot of sad piano music, you know, all the time, every scene he's in. And he can't ever find his day ones, Riku and Kairi. And I don't think that's really cool. And that's not, like, for a wielder of friendship power, you can't even find your day ones. I don't know. Pathetic.
Sort of sus.
Okay, so next we have hold on. No. This is the Warrior of Light.
Slay.
Final Fantasy, my girl, Wyatt, Warrior Blight. It's just an MMO main character. It's you. Weapon depends on the job. I don't know. So some special moves. If you haven't played the game, it's pretty much across most MMOs and JRPGs in general. Channels courage to empower companions. I guess it depends on the job. If you're a healer, I guess. Strength multiplies during massive cosmic world-ending battles, and you'll be on a whole other planet, and your friends just pray, and then you're okay. So I don't know. Maybe we should do thoughts and prayers. Maybe it does work. I don't know. But
Just asking questions.
yeah, I'm just, And then the epic plot save. Survive seemingly impossible odds through teamwork and friendship, leaving our poor Grahatia to live another day without making his sacrifice that he wants to make so badly. So we're just gonna let him dance a little bit.
Our sweet cinnamon angel baby boy.
He's just an angel. Weaknesses. The whole game is an MMO, so you have to work with other people. So you're not really able to, you're not even trying to do it yourself. Come on, girl. Over idealistic about peace and trust. You can tell by the way they nod and wave their hands and don't speak. And can be overshadowed by more talkative or flashy companions, or by Wook Lamont, like everybody complains about in Dawn Trail. That's a very specific issue. Okay. Who's next? Okay.
Yes!
Taylor.
Slay.
We knew it. We knew she was coming. Usagi, you know it.
Yep.
She uses her tiara, her silver crystal, her friends. They're doing the heavy lifting usually. Special moves. We know most of these. If you don't, then sorry to say, you've had a miserable childhood. Yeah, it's mostly just doing gymnastics, having friends, put themselves in the front line, and then you kind of just like get that last kill, Weaknesses: terrible at school and waking up on time, maybe uneducated. I don't know if she graduates. I think she does, right? Overly emotional and sometimes freezes in panic. Me too. So yeah. And reliant on friends like a little too much to tell her what's going on and explaining the plot to her and to stop fucking crying. And I think I have one more. Okay. Another one. Come on. Come on. Okay. I think I messed up the timing on that. I was like, what's happening? So he didn't Naruto run. So Naruto, I think he has a desire for Sasuke. That's a different PowerPoint presentation for another day.
Oh my god, yes.
We can talk in private.
Yeah.
So special moves, believe it. His voice is so grating and acts as an enemy debuff, I believe. Inspires hopes, confuses enemies. He has his shadow clone army where he multiplies and stuff, but he does it with the harem jutsu sometimes, I think, and I think that's a little weird. And then talk no jutsu. This is what he's known for. He just yaps at enemies to try to like, hey, you're not being very cool, guy. And it sometimes it works. I think it worked in the Mist Village arc with the guy Zabuza. I used to be in a Naruto. Weaknesses. He's impulsive. When he's too weak to beat an enemy, he just resorts to talking because, what else are you gonna do? He's obsessive and about ramen and recognition because he's an orphan.
Orphan
sometimes
loser is crazy.
He's such a loser. Get parents. I'm kidding.
He does for one episode.
He did. Oh. Okay. So sometimes he just kind of leans into the friendship is gonna always win the day logic, and it kind of, I don't know, it makes me think that he's not trying hard enough in the first place. So here's just some honorable mentions. Ash, you know, the way Pokemon works in general. Luffy, Goku, sort of. Friendship motivates transformations and team attacks. But he just doesn't like to lose, so I don't really think it's like about that. I said sort of. So Natsu Fairy Tale, I haven't watched it, but researching it, I didn't want to watch it. He apparently gets stronger in direct proportion to how much his friends are suffering. And he uses like a friendship punch. I don't know if this is true. I don't know. Fire Emblem, the whole game's mechanic is based on like bonds and relationships. So you could call that friendship power. And then every Persona protag from 3 onward, it was, I think, it was social links, and then it became connect something, I don't remember. But yeah, you also do your teacher in Persona 5. So I don't know, that's kind of weird, but here's another dance. Oh my god, what else? Oh yeah, what about villains? Oh, this is where I kind of fell off. Okay. Oh yes, my theory is that friendship requires a lot of compassion, empathy, and villains are just narcissists in general. So they have minions and stuff instead of real friends. So I think they are born with the potential to access friendship power, but it's just, if you turn out like a dick, you can't use it. And they are capable of switching sides, but then they forfeit the right to be the main protagonist oftentimes, simply because, a side character is just FP fuel, it's just mana. Zuko had a good redemption arc, I feel, as a villain who switched sides. I'm not, like, obsessed with the show, but the pacing of his journey and how he never quite forgets the things he's done is just like a good example of how it's just easy to follow. It gets you rooting for him.
Fuck yeah.
There are some redemptions that are kind of unnecessary or don't make a ton of sense for the character or seem a little stupid and random. It just don't make sense. But, well, it's fine. But why?
Why do you have the Keyblade? Shut up.
Shut up. But actually. Sorry, I need to drink water 1 second. Oh god. Okay. So why? Convenience, mostly. It speeds up pacing, it offers a way out. Additional character development sometimes.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that's the last one. Emotional purposes, it gets you to cry or root for the protagonist. It gives substance and purpose to side characters, because otherwise, why are they even there if they're not going to be useful? Visuals, especially in video games, makes teamwork and NPCs seem important when they don't really need it. You could probably solo most things. And, graphics, just visually, it's cute, it's cool. Does it work in real life? Yes.
Aww.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
But it's okay, we're still friends.
No, we're not.
But why?
Point.
Well, I mean, it doesn't provide buffs, it doesn't increase DPS. Genocidal villains and world leaders can't be talked down by talking about feelings. And friendship power won't pay your roommate's share of the rent. So that's a thing that is often the destroyer of friendships. I cannot tell you how many times I've had a roommate, college, whatever, and not only does like rent become a factor, but just like living together sucks. You can't pay rent with the power of friendship, but you can split it 6 ways on Venmo, which is basically the same thing. Maleficent said that.
I can see that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Venmo.
Conclusion. a narrative thing, you know. You know, it's just for kids and emotionally compromised adults like me. Is it a good metaphor? It depends on a lot of things. If you enjoy simple hero stories with like likable characters and very clear good versus evil rhetoric, yeah, I guess it works, but it starts to get confusing and a little arbitrary the more complicated the story becomes. And then sometimes it like cheapens the journey when the protagonist decides to just like love and friendship their way to a win. So I don't know, that's like with gaming, but if you guys wanted to like play something that doesn't have complicated lore and is like fun to play with your real friends and includes barely
Oh
any
my
lore
god!
I'm going to kill
No.
you.
Maybe there's
Single
something
person
to
is
play
my
together.
enemy.
Oh my
Play together. But yeah, friendship,
No.
power of love, sparkle magic, whatever you want to call
Sparkle
it.
magic.
It's the best. It just is, and I want to celebrate it so we can witness the greatest display of friendship and love and power magic ever.
Oh. Yes.
We don't have to watch the whole thing.
Oh yeah, we do.
This is like a 3-minute video.
I know. I know this video.
I know. I'll have it on the background, but I can start answering questions.
Perfect. All right, questions are
Okay.
open.
I have comments.
Okay, great.
Oh god.
Okay. First, I would like to add another weakness to Miss Sailor Moon.
Yes.
She was a middle school girl dating a college man.
Yeah.
Okay. I acknowledge
Okay.
that, and you're valid.
However.
I believe the English version or translation, I know she's like an 8th grader, and I think he's like a freshman in college. I don't know if that makes a difference. I agree. I do think it's weird.
Yeah.
But I think like, I don't know, because when I think about Sailor Moon, I also think about like her future forms and like all these other things, so it's kind of hard to like pair sometimes because it's like, well, they're really only 5 years apart, like whatever, right? But no, it is gross because she's 14. That's icky.
Yeah.
My other comment is Mr. Naruto. His believe it thing was actually a thing the English dub anime made up. He never actually says that.
Yeah, is this presentation not in English, Anya? May I ask that?
Got you there. Holy
How
fuck.
do you expect me to say the Japanese translation if I can't speak Japanese?
He never says it in the first place. There you go.
I don't agree to disagree. I don't know what to tell you.
Feelings don't care about your facts.
Yeah, what the
As
fuck?
I said, everything in this presentation is fact as determined by me.
My last comment, which is more of a concern,
God.
is if friendship buffs or power doesn't work IRL, then how am I still here and not dead in the ground? Because if I didn't have friends, I would have offed myself a while ago.
Oh, that she got you there. That's a gotcha.
That's true. I wouldn't call that a buff. I would call that like a built-in feature. Just like having friends.
Feature.
Because being a friends with somebody doesn't mean you just have friendship power. You have to have the other qualities of somebody who can wield the friendship power. Powder. Like Coke.
Powder. Hell yeah. Friendship is Coke. Confirmed.
So if we look at the common denominators of the people who are friendship power users, they're, I don't need to go into it, right? We all know.
Yeah, sure.
They're just little shonen fucking protagonists.
Oh my god.
They're not sad, and we as humans experience sadness and other emotions.
They experience
I have a question.
Oh.
Yes, Stacy.
How do you, as a scientist, know that friendship power isn't real?
How do I know that it isn't?
Yeah.
We're witnessing it right now. Can you not see?
On the screen currently.
Can
Tap
you not
tap.
see the screen? It clearly
You-
exists.
You claimed it wasn't real in real life.
Well, we're real life witnessing it.
Oh, oh
You
God.
know what?
She
You know
had a
what?
she had a hype.
You're right.
We're
You're
watching it
right.
with
I'm
our
a
real.
believer.
Listen. Real eyes. Real eyes.
Realize. Oh my God. We had a hypothesis. We have completed it. It is confirmed.
Clap, clap.
Oh wait, I have that. Is there chat questions?
Oh yeah.
Just chicken being
Going
dumb.
crazy.
Oh, nobody has like a legitimate question.
Not that I could see.
Oh,
Date bio is impossible to translate, and believe it is a fire catchphrase. Agreed.
Fuck you, albino rabbit woman.
Damn.
Sam.
Get her ass.
Holy
Power technically does have an EPS buff due to the existence of adrenaline, mom lifting car off a baby type shit.
Oh my God.
Except in this case, it's your Pookie Bear friend, bud, and car is evil. Okay.
Holy fuck.
Listen, chicken, I've watched all of Naruto. I'm very serious about it.
I have, but not in a very long time, so I did very minimal research.
Watch the whole thing from start to finish.
Alright. Next up.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is.
Oh, great googly wiggly. Okay. Share my screen. Applications.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Hold on, I have to get it up. That sounds crazy. Hold on.
You have to get it up.
I gotta get it up, you guys. Hang on. Alright.
Alright.
Chicken said, Effie, remember to switch your screen back to Discord.
I was working on it. I just didn't want to like have my whole shit on display for a second. Let a girl live.
I'm going to hide my PNG girlies just for a second because I will have pictures in that bottom corner.
Okay.
But they will return.
You know what? I will hide us as well for this one then, since you gave that warning.
I forgot to switch it in my video. I probably blocked a bunch of shit. Sorry.
I kept moving my head. It's cool.
This is the lore of the Barbie cinematic universe. There is 40 plus films. They made 2 to 3 movies a year, every year, and they still do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got autism. How did you know? Anyways, so disclaimer and differences. There's an actress / influencer Barbie and a literal doll Barbie. This PowerPoint is about actress Barbie, and I shall explain the differences and why they matter. So, actress Barbie is Barbie. I'm not listening to that. This is the main focus in the line most of the Barbie films follow. My generation knows and understands. Yes. Influencer YouTuber Barbie. This is the newer age of Barbie that popped up around 2017. She suddenly became kind of younger looking, has more of an older sibling vibe to be a role model to children, and traded the actor card to be a YouTuber because that's what's in these days. Am I right, kids?
Period.
The films that started being made around this time also are very clearly targeted towards young girls. Like, they have one called The Puppy Chase and stuff. Like, it is no longer the Barbie movies that I grew up with. And then there is Doll Barbie. These include Barbie from Life in the Dreamhouse miniseries and Margot Robbie's Barbie from the new Barbie film. These aren't really a part of the BCU as they are supposed to be actual dolls. They are not people of their own, and they differ from the prior examples. So as you can see in my pictures, this is the animated Barbies, and then here in the middle is the doll Barbie with her sister and the wonderful diva Raquel. We love Raquel.
I love Raquel.
So the
I'm such a
beginning,
Raquel stan.
the whole thing had to start somewhere, right? The BCU begins. So in October 2nd of 2001, my personal favorite came out. Is Barbie and the Nutcracker. I have this doll still to this day. She's in a box on my shelf. I'm scared to take her out of the box because I fear she will crumble into dust.
She might, girl.
Yeah.
So it's a magical story for Kelly to start. Who's Kelly? That's her little sister. Or was her little sister, I should say. But we'll get into that. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
movies always begin with Barbie kind of telling her little sister a story. Kelly's always struggling with something. Like she could be having beef with her friends. For the Nutcracker movie, she can't get down the ballet spin right and she gets frustrated. She can't paint, whatever. She's having a little 10-year-old crisis. So Barbie sits her down and gives her a tale to help her build her courage to continue forward. For the first ever Barbie film, it starts simple, right? And I'm just gonna say it, the Nutcracker is harder as a nutcracker.
Seriously.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because we have a little expectation versus reality with the Nutcracker. This is what I was hoping he would look like when he
Oh,
was
girl.
no longer a Nutcracker.
Period.
This is what I wanted. This is what we got.
Yeah. Yeah!
He looks like Chris Pine in Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement.
He does. He does.
I expected anything like except for a butler on the Titanic.
So yeah, we got this, and you will be seeing this version of Ken, a lot because they kind of just reuse his model until like the 2010s. So the films continue, right? We get one like every year. They start kind of slow at first. We don't have like 2 or 3 a year. So we get Barbie as Rapunzel next, then Swan Lake, Princess and the Pauper, which is an absolute banger, right? Fairytopia, and then The Magic of Pegasus. Again, these all start with Barbie sitting down Miss Kelly and being like, "What's the problem? Here's the moral of the story," right? So we have all these Barbie movies, and we have Miss Margot Robbie over here. And then they try to do something a little different. It's the Barbie Diaries. In 2006, they made the Barbie
God.
Diaries.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
So,
Oh my god.
why did they make the Barbie Diaries when they have been following this pattern of movies inspired by classic ballets, fairy tales, you know, the whole shebang? Lawsuit City.
Oh, God.
What?
This is when the 4 stylish girls, known as the Brats, was beginning to appear. And compared to Barbie, the Brats are pretty different, right? They aren't 6 feet tall, skinny, blonde, white girls, okay? They are a diverse friend group of younger girls who love shopping, and they all have their talents. Like Chloe, the blonde, is good at sports. Sasha is good at
I love Sasha.
I can't
had
remember what Sasha's
Sasha.
good at. I think it's dancing.
She's good at being fierce.
Fierce, yes.
She's just good at being
Yasmin,
fierce.
who is named after the creator's daughter, is good at singing. And Jade, the one with the black hair, is good at fashion design as well as science. Right? So, because these dolls were getting so popular and even at one point beating Barbie, they tried to go in the Barbie Diaries direction, which kind of offset the BCU a little bit. Like, obviously, they look completely different. There's no fantasy element. It's literally girls in high school where the whole plot is Barbie steals, I think her name's Raquel's boyfriend, and then Raquel gets back with her boyfriend, and then she ends up dating the creepy guy, or Barbie ends up dating the creepy guy instead that, like, records the cheerleader practice on his video camera. Like, it's a mess. The film is a mess. But Barbie had thought they won the lawsuit, right? They had thought they won because Bratz had disappeared for a long time, and we did not see Bratz pop up again until probably like 2020. But that's because TBH girls nowadays, who looks more like, or who looks more and dresses like women nowadays, Barbie or the Bratz?
These sluts.
I'm gonna say the Bratz. Like, you go on TikTok, and I've seen like 6 girls that look like this back to back. Great.
Real.
It's very rare to find someone that looks like Miss Barbie because she's supposed to be the perfect doll, right? But you know what? lawsuits don't stop the BCU. They keep going and making 2 to 3 movies every year. So we
Fuck
have
you, Bibble.
a sequel of Fairytopia, which is where you get this crazy butterfly-looking specimen, and the greatest sidekick of all Barbie history, Bibble. We have Barbie as the Island Princess, the 12 Dancing Princesses, Barbie in the Diamond Castle, aka Lesbian City, as this movie has very strong lesbian undertones. The two girls are literally wearing the lesbian and bisexual pride flags on their dresses.
Oh my god!
And while there is 2 men in the movie that are technically, I think, were added to kind of look like love interests, they kind of get cast aside, and Barbie and her friend here want nothing to do with them. They kind of just leave them in the dust, and they're like, "No, it's girl time." So the movies continue, and then they do something different again. This time they do a Christmas Carol, right? Again, it starts with Kelly. See here in the corner, she's having a crisis in her green blue dress thing. And Barbie comes in like, "What's the matter, Kelly?" And so she tells her a story of, the Christmas Carol. But what's different about this is Barbie in this movie is the villain. She plays Scrooge, right?
Bitch.
She's a bitch. She hates poor people. And she doesn't learn her lesson until the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future come and show her what's up. And she whips up into shape because she realizes if she doesn't, she'll lose all her friends, she'll be poor, and she'll die alone. Right?
I
But
think one of
again-
those is more important than the others.
Yeah. Again, she still, is telling Kelly these stories. They're kind of just like kids' movies, right? It's like, oh, here's the moral of the day. But then, right, they go
Oh
back
my
to what
god.
they know. It's back to business and more stories for Miss Kelly. So we get Thumbelina, which has this strange, like, environmental theme, as well as the Mermaid Tale. Like, they were really into the environment at this time. Like, they're like, save the earth, don't pollute the ocean. And you can also see the art style change, right? She's starting, obviously, outside of the Thumbelina one, because she's supposed to look tiny and squat. But you can see her face kind of get younger looking. And you'll see in other pictures her fashion goes from more like, Miss Fashionista to millennial mom. I wear like blowy, breezy shirts and khakis. Right? So this is when it is revealed that Barbie is an actress. But magic in the Barbie world is real. Okay? So there was the 2010s Barbie, A Fashion Fairy Tale. And this movie opens up in an interesting way. Okay? It starts on a movie set. And Barbie is trying to film some version of The Princess and the Pea. And it doesn't go well, and she gets fired. Okay?
Oh.
So she leaves to go to Paris to go visit her aunt, blah, blah, blah. But you see Barbie on the red carpet with Ken, who is also an actor, I guess. You see Raquel in the back, who is jealous because she loves Ken. We'll get into Raquel later. These are the fairies that exist in the real world. And this is Barbie at the bottom in Paris talking to the villains of that movie, right? Again, you can see the film set. You can see the poster of Barbie A Mermaid Tale in her trailer. A prior movie, right? And she's packing up her trailer, right? She got fired because she was supposed to be filming The Princess and the Pea, but the director wanted those zombie peas down here to come in, and she was like, hey, this is getting kind of ridiculous, okay? So, magic, right? It's in the Barbie universe. So when Barbie goes to Paris to see her aunt, she opens up a closet, and these 3 little fairies come out, and they can make, like, sparkly magical dresses. And you're like, okay, is this just a one-off in this film? Is this, is this just supposed to be something silly that they'll never bring up again? No, fairies continue to exist in Barbie films when she's just Barbie, not playing a character, and it seems like these magic is only for the 1%, right? Poor people don't get magic. Only the rich get magic. Because there's constantly points in the Barbie films where they're doing environmental damage and Barbie has to save the day, but she has the magic to do it, whereas the poor people don't. Okay? That's just what's going on. For some reason, this world has fairies, and poor people can't have the fairies. So, Barbie, A Fairy Secret. Again, this is another movie with Barbie. She's not playing a role, she is Barbie. And Raquel basically sells Ken off to be married to a fairy.
Good.
She sells that man off. And so
Bye.
Barbie has to go rescue her, but Raquel also gets stuck helping her because, you know, Raquel put Kid into this mess. She has to help him get him out. Blah blah blah. So yeah, fairies exist. You just have to go find them in the Barbie world. And Ken almost gets stuck getting married to this crazy fairy lady, but thankfully, you know, she didn't want that white boy. She picked a different white boy. So now we are saying goodbye to actress Barbie and friends. Years pass and Mattel keeps chucking out Barbie movies. There's only 2 to 3 every year, but something happens to Miss Barbie. So we see here, this is the classic Barbie. This is what I grew up with her looking like in these films. But she just kind of gets younger, and her fashion changes.
What the fuck?
As I said, she starts to just kind of look like someone's mom dressed her. And was like, those are her siblings and her pets. Yeah, so Miss Barbie, they're trying to make her look more presentable to this generation of children. Why they had to completely change her to do that, I don't know. But they did. So now we have family friend YouTuber Barbie.
I remember this shit.
So for a time, I don't know if it's still going on, but for a time, Barbie had an actual YouTube channel where they would animate vlogs, and she would do like things with her siblings, her parents. She had one on with Ken where
Makeup
she admits
tutorials.
that yeah, she admits where Ken and her used to date, but now they're just friends. So Ken is now friend zoned, whereas he was very openly her boyfriend in the past few movies. Hold on, I got a cough. Okay, sorry. They even had her friend come on to discuss racism, white privilege, and BLM on the Barbie YouTube channel.
Bruh.
Because they, you know, they gotta be hip with the kids. Not that being political is hip with the kids, but it does feel weird to see a giant multi-billion-dollar company try, I guess, if any of that makes sense. I'm not good at wording stuff like that. It was giving very corporate because after that they never spoke about it ever again. Yeah. So they tried to have a more consistent BCU now, right? The other movies, they tried to follow the line of like it was either Barbie talking to Kelly and telling a story, or it was actress Barbie, but it kind of like it could have been because the movies were coming out so rapidly, but some of them didn't make sense. Like Fashion Fairy Tale was first, and then Barbie's Fairy Secret came right after. And Barbie never mentions the fairies that she had seen in Fairy Tale and doesn't even know fairies exist. It's like they had a different writing team doing that and they lost track of the plot. So now with this more family-friendly Barbie, and with less magic, I suppose, they have an easier way of keeping it consistent. So at the top, you see Barbie's parents, her siblings Skipper, Stacy, and Chelsea. And you're probably thinking, where's Kelly? Well, I'll get to that. And then at the bottom, you see Barbie and friend-zoned Ken, who looks very sad. So what happened to Kelly? Kelly became Chelsea. We don't know why. We don't know what was up with the rebrand, but they were just like, you know what, Kelly? You're Chelsea now. It's the same character. She's still as terrifying looking as ever. They just changed her name. So no more telling stories to Kelly. We have Chelsea.
Oh.
And what's going on with Ken? So Ken is basically in the same spot as Miss Barbie. He is an actor, or he was. Now he's just Barbie's friend. And he kind of just went from spot to spot being used in these films. So, like, you hear at the top where they reuse the same Ken model over and over and over again. He looks the same. They tried something different with this bottom one, but that was the lesbian Barbie movie, so they weren't interested in him. And then he became the blonde, blue-eyed, normal-looking man because this was the 2010s, and this is what they thought girls liked. Men that look like this. And now here down in the middle, that is current Ken. He looks like he's 15. I don't know how old he is. Yeah, he looks like a child.
Yeah.
It's a downgrade here. Ken has downgraded over time. He did start looking cool again until the recent live action film. And that's because he was played by a grown man.
Oh.
So, TLDR, there's not really a true BCU until 2017. They tried in 2010, but there was too many plot holes. Nothing made sense. The earlier movies were just meant to be fantastical and whimsical films that made little girls feel good about themselves, as well as boost toy sales. That's what they really were for. Like, every movie came with a doll. There was also Lost Barbie movies where they tried to make films, but they didn't come to fruition. The first Barbie movie was actually supposed to be Barbie as Sleeping Beauty. The film never came, but the doll exists from like 1999 or something. She's old. So from 2001 to 2009, we have Barbie teaching Kelly morals through stories. 2010 to 2016 is mostly a mess of random films. Like, they're trying to go with Barbie as an actress angle, but they also are starting to try to move into like the YouTuber angle, and it's kind of just a mess. And then 2017 to present, YouTuber Barbie is born and currently hosts a very family-friendly, underage 10 audience vibe. Like, her movies, there's like, it's the puppy chase, there's spies. There's another one where there's like horses and they're on a ranch. None of it makes sense to me. I'm too old for it. And oh yeah, one last thing, I must mention Doll Barbie, because she might not be part of the BCU, but she is important. So there's 2012's Barbie's Life in the Dream House. It's genuinely hilarious, and I recommend everyone watch it. It gives me a good haha. And then there's 2023's Barbie. These aren't like stories that are like inspired by ballets or fantasies. These are legit just dolls. Like, the Dreamhouse one is just them in a doll world doing funny little gags, whereas the live action Barbie film is she starts out as a doll and is confused on who she is as a person. Blah blah blah. I don't need to explain the plot to that one. I think everyone here has seen Barbie. So thank you. But before we go, I must show you some interesting sidekicks from the BCU.
Oh, hell yeah.
No.
Yay.
Oh,
So we
no.
have the elephant.
God.
Barbie is an island princess.
Love it.
We have these turtles from, I think
Oh
it's
my God.
Mermaidia.
Ew.
It's not this turtle, but
Voldemort?
there's another movie where it's like a sea snail, and they're like,
Literally.
"Can I open my shell?" Why, of course.
Oh!
There is the horny weasel.
Oh my God.
From Princess, or not,
Yep.
from Rapunzel.
From
Rapunzel's the horny
Rapunzel.
weasel. We all know
Know
him.
him.
Yep.
He purrs and yeah, he does that.
Yeah, you did that too well.
There is the dog that has a Jersey accent from Princess and the Pauper.
God.
He tries to constantly fight the cats and he never wins. He also has a gold tooth. And when he hits the wall and loses it, he's like, "My tooth! My gold tooth!"
Oh.
The horny weasel again. He's got two feet. And then there is the dragon and the scary, terrifying looking rabbit from Rapunzel. I honestly like the dragon. It's more of the rabbit that kind of freaks me out.
Yeah, he's creepy.
The dragon
Terrible
looks...
to see.
But then there's the number one sidekick in all of Barbie cinema.
Oh, we know it. We know
It's
it.
Bibble. And I
Bibble.
made a little video to show you of Bibble.
Yay!
We don't have to watch the whole thing unless you want to. But I just thought I would give
No.
you the vibe.
We'll
Oh,
watch a little bit.
Fuck you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I actually appreciate that he gets fucked up this much.
Are you okay?
This feels therapeutic.
that's Bibble.
Love it.
And that is the end of my presentation. Hi, Kenny.
Hi.
What's up?
I heard Bibble and I came to watch.
Oh no.
Oh,
Even Kenny likes Bibble.
we love a bibble.
That's Bibble. I will now take questions, comments, or concerns.
I have a question.
Yeah.
For cinematic Barbie,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess any Barbie iteration, like, where are the parent? Like, who's her parents? If she has sisters and cousins and whatever, like, and she's a caregiver for a child, who's the parents? Who's the parents?
Who's her parents?
Yeah.
Let me go back here.
He has like a dad in the space one, right? And then
I'm talking
also
like
in the
movie. I guess maybe I'm
puppetry?
more talking about movie star Barbie.
Oh, like
Hmm.
actress Barbie, not this current Barbie.
Yeah.
They
actress
never
Barbie.
bring up her parents. It's
They
only
don't.
ever her, Kelly, and sometimes a friend, which is usually like
Interesting.
Teresa or something.
Teresa.
Teresa.
My mom had a friend Teresa when we lived in Staten Island.
But with the current Barbie BCU, it's always these two are her parents because she has to have the family-friendly, like typical family.
They're busy fighting in the war.
Wow. Nuclear family right here.
Yeah, Max and Ruby situation.
Yeah.
we don't know where they are.
I thought Max and Ruby have parents. I saw
They
them
do,
on the TV
but
show.
they're never around.
Oh, they're just damn.
Yeah.
Sucks for them.
I'm gonna read
For
Chicken's
them.
thing. Exie, I have a question. Those final comments about live-action Ken played by Ryan Gosling, can you reiterate them? It appears to me you said he wasn't cool or something. If I heard what I think I heard, then this is the greatest. No. Ryan Gosling's Ken, I really enjoyed. I think he's funny. I think he's silly. I think it's a great time. The animated Kens, I think, are just there to be a love interest to Barbie, and that's kind of it. They're not really that interesting.
Maybe it's time for men to be props to women in their stories, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
Rise up, ladies.
Your house will not be exploded. Any other questions or comments or concerns?
Out of all of the companions, if they had to like Hunger Games style like battle it out, who do you think who would win and why?
It's valid.
I think somehow Bibble would win because no matter what happens to Bibble, he's okay.
He
like
cannot die.
Bad things happen to Bibble all the time, and he keeps coming back. Whereas I think the one that would die first, unfortunately, is the polar bear from Barbie Pegasus, because that bear is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I love that movie, but he makes me so mad. There are so many plot points where they're like, okay, we can't touch this, because if we do, it'll set off a trap, and then the whole place will come down. But lo and behold, this fuck-ass polar bear is this for me? And he picks it up.
Is this for me?
And if it wasn't for Barbie and friends, he'd be dead.
Oh my god.
And I would also like to comment that, he would be dead either way because of, global warming.
Global warming, yeah. Well, in this scenario, it's like Barbie's telling a fantasy story far, far in the past.
So they're fine for now.
Global warming hasn't hit too hard yet.
Okay, they have an industrialized.
Yeah.
No, not yet. It's all castles and old-time shit.
Oh, Chicken got another question.
I have another question. Did Barbie's environment-friendly phase have an impact on the environment, or was it all for naught? I mean, look at the environment and you tell me.
Do we still have an ozone layer?
You tell us,
the
chicken.
The way they went about the environment, it was always stuff like, and then the construction workers came in and tore down the forests. Like, okay, they still do that. Like, what do you want me to do?
Period.
So what you're telling me is about Barbie saved the environment?
She
Sure,
failed
chicken.
to save
That's
the
so.
environment.
If that's what you want to believe.
Shut up, Big B.
She has many careers after all.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's
Oh, I have a
Barbie
question.
and Ken.
That was
Oh
so
yeah.
cute.
Hold on, one question. Which Barbie would you like to be your girlfriend?
My girlfriend, which Barbie?
Yes. Which
Yeah,
version of
girlfriend
Barbie?
Barbie.
Which Barbie? I think this is a tough one. There's some good Barbies, but
I
there's
know.
also some shitty.
I
Barbies.
know.
Hold on, let me go back to my list.
For me
Excuse me.
personally, it would be Scrooge Barbie
Oh.
because she's filthy rich.
Mood.
Definitely not these newer Barbies.
No.
Not for me.
I would want to be a mermaid or something.
That'd be nice.
Just like something.
Also, Scrooge Barbie is like a business owner, which means like she's a full-blown like adult who has her own life and shit and isn't
and knows how to
anywhere
live.
between like 15 to 23 and it's just a question mark.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Looking at this list, I would also agree with the Christmas Barbie because the Christmas Barbie is a full-grown adult. She's rich. She knows what she wants in life, which is more money. Whereas the rest of these Barbies, it's hard to tell how old they are, and usually they're in dire crisis.
Yeah.
That I don't want to be in.
Crises. With all the powers Barbie has in the BCU, could she solo the MCU?
Yeah, I think she could touch Iron Man and it would shatter to pieces.
Yeah, I think so, man.
For real. Honestly, all they would have to do is like have the Barbie Diaries Barbie show up in the real world, and everyone would kill themselves.
Yeah. Cause did you see Raquel's neck in that picture?
God, yes.
It's broken. Where'd she go? It's broken.
Like they fully just dragged it and extended it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my Barbie presentation.
Yay!
Lovely.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So cute. Artfully made.
Thank you. I spent way too long on it.
All right. Next up.
Last but not least,
best for last.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know your theme, girl.
I'm so excited.
So my theme is, well, first of all, I have like a whole character for this. So
okay.
Bear with me, let me get everything together. Oh, wow. Wow, our the lecture hall is pretty full tonight, I'm seeing.
Oh god.
As you all know, I'm Dr. Stacy McIntosh. I am a professor of literary anthropology at the University of Pennsylvania at Pittsburgh. I have been teaching here for over 6 years now. I of course teach Spanish to second grade children. My thesis today is why lore is more important than necessarily having a good story. So let's go to our first example, the Holy Bible. What is the Bible's story, really? Well, that's a stupid question. The Bible doesn't have a story. The Bible is more of like a hallucinating nomad's depiction of what a mythology should be. However, whenever you're hallucinating, you always come upon like a few things that are just good, right? In this case, angels. What is an angel? It's in modern art, it's typically depicted as a winged being descended or created directly by God. But in the actual Bible, they're depicted more horrifyingly as a series of rings within rings or eyes on eyes on eyes, an infinite flame burning around a holy sword. The Bible also has Satan and Lucifer. Satan is, of course, just the Hebrew word for adversary, but in some cases it is also translated as Lucifer or resplendent one. Typically, he's depicted to be the most beautiful of God's children, and he also leads the devils, a sort of army dedicated to bringing about mankind's misfortune and downfall. The Bible also has some stories about nomads and like a guy getting lost for a really long time. And then there's some dude who like hugs a tree until he dies. I don't know. It's pretty boring, so I just skip all that.
Yeah.
Example two, this some of you might be more familiar with this. The TV show Lost.
Oh God.
We're gonna go to our first
This guy.
topic, John Locke. I think it's pretty universally agreed that Lost was only good for about the first 4, maybe the first 5 seasons, and by the end was pretty much just confusing and boring. However, Lost still has some really, really interesting lore to it, and is why it's still typically brought up, because obviously, the numbers, the bunker, what do they mean? Some facts about John Locke. 1, he's a cripple. He cannot walk. Paralyzed from the waist down. John is initially introduced to us as a man who is fully abled, a powerful survivalist, somebody who is skilled in the art of the outdoors. But he couldn't walk until the plane crashed. All of this was learned independently. And I ask you, how does a man in a wheelchair learn to comfortably and safely navigate the woods to the point of being able to identify plants and identify all sorts of species and natural remedies and stuff, as well as knowing how to filter water and a ton of other resources that the survivors need? Because he's crazy. He's a fucking lunatic. He immediately latches onto the bunker and the island as some sort of deific interference, a literal embodiment of God or a God's will upon the earth. And then there's the black smoke, which in this scenario, due to the interpretation of John Locke, the black smoke almost serves as a Satan or Lucifer entity on the island, a sort of all-knowing, all-powerful, malevolent entity that can't be truly seen or perceived. It has machine noises for some reason. That was never explained or clarified at any point throughout the whole fucking series, so I'm still a little mad about that because he shows up and makes the coolest goddamn tractor sound you've ever heard in your life, and then doesn't do it again. He's very weird and ominous. He only really shows up in the most dramatic of circumstances and quickly leaves or does his business and immediately gets the fuck out of Dodge. Did I not? Okay, I didn't actually update that slide. Damn. And this brings us to our third example, Desmond Hume. Desmond is the only person living on the island, to our knowledge, when the plane crashes. Obviously, there's others and more people that we are not made aware of, but he is the first person we are introduced to as being a quote unquote native of the island, and he lives inside a hatch. He was shipwrecked. And his story is so fucking tragic. Like, he doesn't even actually really get to reunite with his loved one. And really, the whole reason he, like, came to the island in the first place, his whole story is actually, like, really fucking sad. And, every single point, Desmond is just getting kicked in the balls by something. And it's a little bit discouraging, honestly, as a viewer to just sort of see that. Um, and sort of taken as a whole here, Lost introduced some very, 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 very interesting lore about creating an island that sort of just draws planes near it, or maybe it draws certain people near it, or maybe it's a experimental testing facility that's causing all of these unique disturbances. Or maybe it's the weird culty people living on the island already. There's 1,001 questions, and the move and like the show just ends with like it being a purgatory or a hallucination, or like they were all already dead, or the plane they never like got on the plane, or the plane was like Karen's lifeboat. It's dumb, it's confusing, it doesn't make any sense, and I hate it.
What?
Example 3. High school D&D.
Oh God,
This
no.
is the menace of my fucking life. All right? I got sucked into fan fiction about this fucking show, and I have not been able to scrabble out of the goddamn pit. Because it might be the most sexist show ever made, and I am not like
I've
I
never
am not
seen it.
stretching anything here. This whole thing is literally about women and their breasts, and how the main character has to like squeeze breasts to power up. That's actual lore. That's actually the fucking show. He gets more powerful by groping women.
Friendship power.
Friendship power. But the lore of this show is literally the wildest game of fucking 5-dimensional chess that has ever been played in a series. Like, I'm just gonna go down a few of the factions. We have Devils, who are the primary faction. The whole show is taken from the perspective of Issei. And also, while I'm giving this talk, I just want to clarify, I have never seen this show. I watched 5 minutes of
It's
the
enough.
first episode, and
It's
it
enough.
was so fucking bad that I was like, I can't. Like, I fucking can't. And I put it out of my mind for like 5 years. And like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I started getting into the fan fiction, and it's insane. But yeah, there's devils. They reincarnate people into a form of slavery using chess pieces. It's the only way really for their species to repopulate, because they have a very low like fertility rates. There's also demigods, who are more of um not demigods so much as reincarnated demigods, or reincarnations of famous demigods and heroes who lived throughout history. You have people like Hercules, Cao, Gilgamesh, a ton of different people. Joan of Arc, I think, is there at one point. You also have the dragons, and this is sort of where we start getting into like extra lore areas. The primary dragon is Drake, the Red Emperor, who lives inside Issei, the protagonist. There's also Ophis, who I cannot show because she's like literally just she's like a 5-year-old child, and she has like electric tape crosses on her nipples, and like her like full chest and most of her torso is just like open. Yeah, it sucks. I need to. This show sucks. But she's an incredibly powerful dragon, and the whole reason for her war sort of against the world is because she wants silence. She comes from a place between realities called the void, and inside the void there isn't any sound. It's a lot like outer space, but there's like ground and atmosphere and stuff. It's um sort of like existing in a semi-spiritual sort of way, but basically it's quiet there and it's loud here, and she hates how loud Earth is, and that she wants to get home. There's also I fucking forget the other dragon's name. There's like a white dragon, there's another couple of dragons. There's like a whole thing with like dragons in the past coming back to life, I think. I have no fucking idea. Um, there's also angels, obviously. This they can't really reproduce for most of the series because they were all created by the Almighty for a war where they were mostly thrown at the devils and the fallen angels in mass, basically Russia tactics. Like they were not very great fighters compared to the other factions, and so they lost almost like every single fucking soldier they sent. Like I think like 70% of angels died in the war or something. Um, and again, there's like millions of angels still left, but it's the same millions who have been there always, basically. Um, there are gods. All the different sort of gods that exist in our world as mythological figures exist in high school D&D as things that exist. I think like Hades is a villain at one point. Odin is a character that exists. There's like Valkyries and stuff. Um, there are also rogue fallen angels outside of the regular fallen angels that exist as part of a subfaction, sort of the angels. Rogue fallen angels are mostly led by this guy named Kokobio, who uh, wants to, I think, kill everything or restart the Great War. It's not very clear. Um, your own sanity, finally. You have to have sat through this presentation and heard me yap about high school D&D. If you are a viewer of the show, you have to have experienced the horrors. Um, speaking of horrors, ancient biblical horrors, you have like, what is her name? Hexa something another. Um, she's a trihexa. Thank you, chicken. She's sort of the end times beast that was put away by God, and in the process of trying to seal her so the world wasn't destroyed, he weakened himself, and then Kokobio killed him. It's a whole thing. Sexism, and then the list just keeps going from there. Uh, I have never seen High School D&D, which I think is a perfect example of the lore of this show being so much better than the story, because this is actually like it's really fucking interesting. I could only fit so much into this topic because I wanted it to be timely, but like I could literally sit here and talk for fucking hours about the levels of shit that goes on like behind the scenes. Because there's like the primary narrative, which is everything that happens in the show. And most of it is from the perspective of a very, very perverted teenage boy. And he doesn't give a fuck about sort of the meta-textual things that are happening. And when people like actually started putting that shit together, there's like movements being made behind the scenes that are never written down anywhere, but obviously like have to happen for things to unfold the way they do, and it's all like semi accounted for. And really I wanted to make this show like this talk about why like shows like this or other ecchi shows have incredible lore like buried under the surface, but I didn't want to have to put myself through watching those shows or
Mood.
even
Mood.
reading about those shows. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Some few dishonorable mentions before I open up to questions. The Harry Potter the whole thing, the whole thing. I think really the more that we've aged as adults, we've come to realize that she was just stealing a lot of shit from different cultures and like didn't even really bother to do her own thing. And what she didn't steal was created under such poorly veiled racism that it's just racism. Um, also, Warframe. They have retconned the lore of this game 5 separate fucking times. That isn't a joke. There is one character, the Lotus, who's sort of the
Bruh.
primary supporting character. Her motives have, I shit you not, 4 separate options for things that are considered equally true within the on canon, all 4 of which completely exclude the other 3. Like, one of them has to be true, and they just have not ever given us a straight fucking answer. Like, it sucks. It sucks. High School D&D, again, this show fucking sucks. I need you guys to know it's so bad. Like, holy shit. There's, I think like 4 separate underage girls who are part of the harem by the end of the show.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and that's not even considering like all the other ones that show up throughout the show that are side characters that are just so underage and so fucking unnecessary.
Disgusting.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yay! If you dig,
I
that's
open the
crazy
floor to
chicken.
questions.
Oh my god, I had a question and I forgot. I should have written it. Ugh. It was about Lost. It was about Lost. I'll remember in a minute.
I have a question about Lost as someone who's never seen Lost.
Yes.
I've never seen this shit in my life. So, what? I don't understand what the black smoke is. It's just smoke. It's not a guy.
Okay, so it's oh boy.
They just don't know.
Originally, it's supposed to just be something that exists within the island. They figure out a way to like repel it or certain things that can sort of keep it from going near them. Um, it's eventually revealed to be a guy who's the sort of Cain figure to the Abel of you aren't hearing my friends? They might have just been quiet because I do see like movement.
Oh yeah, we are being quiet while you chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's revealed to be a dude, and then he also is revealed to be possessing the reanimated corpse of John Locke.
Oh, okay.
When the cripple die, the
And,
cripple
like-
non-cripple.
Yeah, the uncrippled cripple died like before he like died, and his body was being loaded onto the plane to be put back on the island. And when like the body landed, the black smoke sort of possessed him, and then he came to life. And the whole like last season of the show, John Locke is a huge fucking character, but it's actually the black smoke, and it's not revealed until like the very end that it's the black smoke. And it was actually the one moment in like the last like few episodes where I was like, okay, they can still write something.
Yeah.
My other question about Lost as someone who's never seen it. Are they just like stranded on an island because their plane crashed? Why are they lost? Where'd they go?
Yes, they are stranded on an island that is fully uncharted and doesn't really exist on any maps whatsoever. It's so they like nobody knows where they went also because the way that something happened where like the way that the island blocks communications, they wouldn't have received like even a notice that the airplane like went down or wasn't on its like preceded route until, hours until when it was supposed to land.
Is Lost just forest?
Beach.
It's beach and forest almost entirely. There are a few plains areas and a mountain.
Oh shit.
I see.
Are there any other biomes we should know about?
There's a ancient temple.
Forest.
Oh. I thought I had a question. Oh, it was about...
Well, Chicken has a question. What do you think?
Because I remembered it when Anya was talking, and I was like, oh, I remember.
Hindi,
No, I
endgame
don't know.
Ise, or Bible endgame God. I can't answer that question because I actually don't know fucking anything about Issei. Like, I have not clicked his lore page. I haven't read, like, anything about him. Everything that I know about Issei is from reading the lore pages of other characters.
One more question. If you haven't seen High School DxD, and we all know it's shit, what got you into reading fan fiction for High School DxD?
Oh, yeah.
That's an incredible question, and one that is
deeply
horrible
private
for me to answer. There's this one person who writes utter fucking slop, and it's all just like, not self-inserts, but more like reincarnated OCs. And almost like every single one of his like works are crossovers with High School D&D, and I read almost all of them because they're very long.
Okay. See, I thought maybe you had watched it when you were younger, and you're like, yeah, this is shit.
No.
But the fanfic goes hard.
No.
But I see.
It's like literally within like the last month or two that I got into it. It's truly a blight upon my existence because I have to live with the knowledge of the sins that I have participated in.
Because I know for me, when I was a little girl getting into anime, people kind of always said, like, avoid High School DxD unless you're a horny little boy. Because it was, like, really the first anime where it's like, is this anime or hentai? You know what I mean?
Bro, I watched Rosario Vampire, and I was like, what?
My question was well, you're on the slide. It was about Desmond. So, if the whole thing was just like a purgatory or whatever, is it still an actual location? Because what is his role there? Is he also stuck in purgatory? Is purgatory just one central place that everybody goes to? Or like is he not real? Like, I don't get it.
That's a great question. He is real. He is sort of a... There are multiple generations of people who have lived or been trapped on the island. It sort of existed as always. Obviously, it's a sort of geological formation.
Yeah.
So different people have been shipwrecked on it throughout history. You have like a French woman who's 50 years old or something who was shipwrecked when she was like 20.
Do they stay young? Like, do they not age?
No, she's like 50 years old when you encounter her, and she's been on the island for like 3 or 4 decades.
Oh, well then, can you die naturally inside the purgatory of old age?
Yes, it's the... So the purgatory part of it was a decision that was made very, very, very close to the end by J.J. Abrams.
Okay.
Because he went into a like TED Talk, a very interesting TED Talk about this. I do recommend it because it's an insight into why Lost's like story sucks by the end. He considered like one of the most interesting ways of telling a long going narrative was by creating an infinite series of nested boxes, so that every time a box was opened and a question was answered, there was another question inside it that had to be, unfolded and answered. So I don't even know if J.J. Abrams knows the answer to like, if the island is a purgatory, then how does it exist and how are all these characters interacting with it? I think it's something that he made up because he thought it was cool.
But honestly though, like, just it kind of is like how do I say, like, it goes to show that you're kind of right, because like I don't know much about the show at all, and just based on what you're telling me about the lore, I'm interested in asking questions.
Right?
So
Right?
it's like what you know.
And I think I wanted to touch on it more with high school D&D, but like I really do think the lore versus narrative aspect of it is more not dedicated to like whether or not a story is good or whether it's like is popular, you know, in media. I think it's more about like the longevity of the story within, you know, sort of the zeitgeist of literary works. Like Lord of the Rings, you almost never really see any more like rip-offs of the Lord of the Rings like saga of like a hero and a hidden king and then like a rare artifact that has to be destroyed. Like we got through most of those, but you do still see a lot of orcs and elves and goblins and trolls and a lot of different lore aspects that have been almost lifted directly from J.R.R. Tolkien.
Period. Any chat questions we got?
Were the Lost ever found? There were a few characters who left the island. I can highlight them in this first
You can leave
image.
purgatory. Well, like you said, they didn't figure that out yet.
Yeah. So you have Jack, this guy in the middle right here. He's a doctor who left. There's Evangeline Lilly. Her character, I forget her name because she's just Evangeline Lilly to me. She survived. There she is. I forget her name as well. They're like a Korean couple, I believe. She manages to escape, but her husband Jin stays behind. I think it's Sun. I think Sun is her name. Locke, I believe, also survives and gets away. And I think maybe Will and Hugo. Because I think Saeed and Sawyer. Maybe Saeed too. I know Sawyer stays behind. I know Boone's sister stays behind. And I only remember Boone because he gets fucking got in like episode 2.
I remember that because I remember my sister had a crush on him, and she was sad.
Oh my god.
I remember.
He's really hot.
I've watched the first season, so I've seen bits of like things I've caught up at, like with Charlie and like the baby and all that stuff. But I don't know. It just became too. I don't think I was ready for such complicated TV at the time that this came out.
Yeah, it's like really complicated and intricate, but it also suffers from like network TV issues of like every season having to be 24 episodes long. So like obviously there's filler episodes and shit, and also like they do sometimes though have like important lore to the story, so you can't just skip them, and it's like
Is this show just like you guys keep saying purgatory? And again, I've never seen the show. Is it just like an allegory for dying and getting stuck somewhere? I'm confused.
basically that's sort of what's
Okay.
implied by
It's
the
like it's kind of like they were
narrative
dead all
conclusion.
along, like.
Because then you say people escape, so it's like, did they go to heaven or something? Like, did they come back? I don't.
The final scene of the show is literally somebody opening a double set of doors to a blinding white light that is obviously supposed to be like some sort of heaven or afterlife. Which is why it sort of sucks, because it's like everything in the show has been supernatural esque. Like there's obviously, once you get to the final seasons and you get the whole like Jason and his brother, that whole narrative starts to get more supernatural and more like weird, but everything other like before then has been about observable natural occurrences that are just really fucking weird.
I see.
It's supposed to be sort of the embodiment of like the Bermuda Triangle.
So Lost Lost watch party when?
I mean, this is
girl.
another show that I would be 100% down
Oh
to
my God.
rewatch because it's like,
I'm not doing that with
especially
you
with my
guys.
girls.
Bruh.
The only
Not
thing I
me.
know about Lost is an actor I had a crush on when I was younger was in the show. But
No
I only
chicken.
really know him from the Vampire Diaries, Ian Somerhalder or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that was Boone, I think. He died.
Was it?
in
Yeah,
the
I
first
think
season.
so.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I know his character died. I just didn't know when.
Like
My-
first season. Yeah, the last.
My like huge crush when I was watching this show, and I was like 11 years old, and I didn't really have an understanding of my sexuality. My biggest crush was Saeed. Like I was like, holy shit, this guy is so fucking hot.
Yeah. And the Sunny's husband. I think is that Daniel Day Kim
Oh God.
who plays that?
Maybe.
guy?
I don't know actors and actresses by name, so I can't fucking help.
I know he was in something else, and I remember me and Booker like Googled it, and I was like, yeah, it's the guy from Lost. I just can't remember who it was.
Oh God. Oh, Chicken's got one last
Look at that
question.
guy. Look at that guy. Look at
One
that guy. He's
last
so
to end
fucking.
that.
Which of your 4 PowerPoints had the best lore, and which one had the best story?
It's not a competition. We're here to have fun.
Best lore
I
by
think
far
Anya.
has to be
Anya.
Yeah.
100%.
It's the Barbie lore. What can you do about
It is lore.
Wait, is it 4 PowerPoints isn't the 4 PowerPoints that were given by the people here, or the 4 things that were covered by my PowerPoint?
Which are your PowerPoints? I think all of ours? Question mark. Chicken,
I don't
confirm.
Yeah, Chicken confirmed.
4 PowerPoints by
Okay,
the people
I
here.
don't-
Damn.
My bad.
She didn't even have 4 examples. She had dishonorable mentions after example 3.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Anya's definitely had the best lore.
Yeah. That bitch went hard.
Go
She
on
goes
with
hard on
Barbie.
slideshows.
I love making like silly PowerPoints. I hated it in school, but if I can just make whatever I want and be silly, I'm having a good time.
I was
Yeah.
shocked there were no
I think-
raccoons.
Not this time. Not this time. It didn't fit with the Barbie lore.
Yeah,
There
I
was
like
plenty of bibble though.
I like Anya's lore for being specific, like deep dive a lore about this
Yes.
thing. But
Mhm.
I also love like Stacy saying like
Stacey went hard in like explaining,
yeah,
and
like,
I'm
I was
yeah.
just like I was locked in
You're
like
the
how I
character.
Same.
I'm not no, I'm not kidding. I was locked in like I was watching like a video essay that I watch on YouTube usually.
Yeah,
Like
same.
come on, this is like knowledge and I like that.
I love talking about my like media because all I do really is read and watch movies and stuff. So
You should do video essays.
Yes.
That'd be so cute.
I've thought about it, but they're so much work.
They are
Yeah,
so much work.
You definitely need
yeah.
like help. They have
Yeah.
like teams of people. I feel like now.
Oh lordy. All right, let me switch.
So fun.
I also Loss is still up. Whoopsie doodle. Let me hide the Discord there. Oh god. So fun fact, all of our presentations were like half an hour each.
Really? I
Yeah,
thought
like
mine was gonna be,
on
like,
the
7
dot.
minutes.
No, like on the dot. They were like half an hour each.
I was
We were
worried. I
very
thought mine was gonna be like
yapping.
6 or 7 minutes.
we were
I thought it was gonna be
we went
fast.
crazy.
I definitely don't want to do this again soon. But
No.
I do want to use
Yeah,
it
for
again.
sure
Not
not.
not
Maybe
soon.
like a
Once a year.
Once yeah, there we go.
Every
Our
like
annual PowerPoint.
Our
party.
annual, yes, mark it.
last Monday of September.
Yes.
My next PowerPoint will be the lore of Bratz and the lawsuit that we
Oh shit.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
Because I might be a Barbie stan, but guess who I love more than Barbie?
Bratz?
Bratz.
Ooh.
Bratz.
I
Oh,
like Diva
yeah.
Stars.
Diva scars. Hold on, let me go back to live
right
right
now.
quick here. Chicken, where's yours at? Where's yours at? Wait, should we how do we want to
I'm
do
gonna-
this? Presentation. What the fuck is that?
What?
What did you
What?
make your presentation in?
PowerPoint.
Is that PowerPoint? Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
PowerPoint doc.
Yeah, it's PowerPoint. PPTX.
Hold on. I'll pull this up.
I don't
Okay.
know if I want to stream it. I'm afraid. I'm like dead tired. I was just gonna stop streaming,
Oh
to be honest with you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hold
alright.
on.
The art of the goon.
Oh my fucking
Oh,
Christ.
God.
I told you guys what it was when he asked earlier.
I forgot.
I did too.
Alright, let's go through it
Should
quickly.
we Chicken, I gotta hold on. Do you want to talk through this or do you want us to go through this?
We might just want to go through it real quickly because it's already 8 p.m.
Mhm.
and
Nah,
I'll
it's too
have
late.
to.
Oh god, it is 8. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go through it. All right.
Alright.
Oh, transition.
Oh.
Holy
The ethics of
No
the goon.
AI. No
No
AI.
Never pirate an artist Patreons and other such accounts. Always pay the subs.
Hell yeah.
Never stop midway through the goon, no matter what the Starbucks barista tells you. Group goon sessions are only allowed on the weekends, since some of
Oh.
us have stuff to do during the week, and leaving us out would be freaking rude.
Saturdays
Have
are
fun.
for the boys. Oh god.
Oh no!
Okay.
Lord.
I didn't like that.
Oh my god, okay.
Some dudes was robbing my house, and they told me if I don't do 4 hours of successive gooning, they'll bomb the neighborhood. I can't get through this.
So I just started
can't get
choking the
through this.
chicken nonstop to hot food women, and then they saw my prowess. They ran away scared type shit.
Gooning saved my life.
Chicken, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What?
Okay. Chicken.
Oh yeah, crumple that. I
I'll
like
read
that
this
one.
one.
Okay, go for it.
How to utilize gooning in business. I'll
Ooh.
teach you 3 techniques: the pocket uncle, hot sauce extravaganza,
uncle.
and crouching gooner hidden
What
geyser.
the fuck? Oh, now that explains
Oh
it.
my god.
No, this is the slide he showed me earlier.
Oh no.
I don't even know who that is.
It's just an uncle.
Oh.
It
Oh.
says if you are familiar with Crash Royale, then this technique is easy to understand. This consists of going about your business deal normally, and as you're about to strike an unfavorable deal for your side, activate the move. The pocket uncle consists of your weird uncle Sebastian invading the meeting room and rapidly starting to goon in front of the opposing business, as they will be mentally debilitated due to the mental debilitated due to the mental shock. I'm mentally shocked. Take the uncle out of the room to gain favor with them, and then assert the new deal, heavily favored to your side while the enemy's in shock. This move has brought me a great many profits for me and my uncles.
Bruh. Alright.
Paw job.
My god.
The hot sauce extravaganza.
Oh my god, what's this one?
Stock image.
Who wants this one?
Oh my
Hold on, I'll read
God.
this one. The
Okay.
hot sauce extravaganza. This technique is all about preparation, not a secret mid-meeting technique. This requires you to cover yourself in hot sauce and have a quick 30-min goon sesh right before the meeting. The hot bullet 2. The hot sauce goon sesh will make it so you will be pumped full of adrenaline from the hot sauce drizzle and dopamine from a good post-goon clarity. Bullet 3. This will make it so you will be sharper and more alert, catching your opponent off guard while also demonstrating your superiority over them. It will allow you to expand your collection of rare Mongolian coast fish. These fish are very important and will be explained later. What the fuck, chicken?
Hold on.
What?
Mongolian coast fish.
Mongolia is a landlocked nation.
It'll be explained later, Stacy.
It'll be explained.
That's why the fish are rare, idiot.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
here.
want to do this one.
Do
I
it,
love this
do it.
one. Okay, crouching gooner, hidden geyser. Okay. This technique involves way more preparation than the hot sauce
Oh, shit.
extravaganza. However, it's the ultimate move for us goon cell true chads.
True chat.
This involves a pre-meeting 3-hour and 59-minute goon sesh without finishing.
Oh shit.
My window's open.
Oh, well.
This will make it so you're ready to burst at a moment's notice. We will utilize this to assert our dominance. As the opposition is telling their terms for the deal, unleash the geyser and obliterate their minds with the goon force. This will make them vulnerable to our suggestions, allowing us to take their Mongolian fish, Mongolian fish, uncles, and acquire a deal heavily favored toward us.
Their uncles.
Warning. This technique only works if the opposition is not doing the same technique. Two crouching gooner hidden geysers cancel each other out and cause a local singularity that will need 5 to 7 business days to dissipate. Ew.
What?
Pibble break. Hell yeah.
Wash my belly.
Bless.
Yay!
Bless.
Clean my belly. Clean my
Good.
belly.
No, I'm dying. Oh, here we go.
What are rare
Stacey,
Mongolian
go for it.
fish? Okay, so these guys are the new Jin NFTs. If you
Oh,
don't have
no.
a rare Mongolian fish collection yet, then you're missing out. You do not want to miss out on this. If you could go back in time and invest in Bitcoin, would you? Well, now's the time. Invest in rare Mongolian fish.
Oh, no.
Make
Oh, no.
bank. Hire uncles. Buy gallons of hot sauce. Build your empire. Be a Sigma Gooner Goon Cell True Chad. Become legend.
Hell yeah.
Conclusion. I want to run.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Subscribe.
Oh.
Thank you to our
Oh my god.
Chicken
Better
honey.
help.
No, this is not true. This is not true.
None of this is real.
It's not real.
I would like to thank you, Lockheed Martin, for sponsoring this stream.
Shut the fuck up.
All the opinions expressed within here are the opinions.
No, shut your mouth.
My face hurts.
Oh,
from laughing.
same. I'm so
You
glad
guys
Gary.
have killed me.
I'm so glad Gary just went to bed. Cause holy shit, I'm so loud. I can't. That was beautiful, chicken.
Oh Christ.
Well, maybe not beautiful, but it was.
It wasn't.
It was informative.
I was already tired from mine,
Same.
and I feel like exhausted now.
Oh, that
he
one.
was not kidding when he came in and told me that he had some inspiration.
Yeah. Thank you, he says. Art is meant to comfort the disturb and disturb the comfortable.
I'm gonna end this stream.
Holy fuck. Okay.
It's gone.
That's, you know what? That's a perfect thing to end on. I think. Thank you, Chicken, for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming to this slideshow presentation. And thank you, Chicken.
Yes, thank you, Chicken, for your last minute
Yeah.
submission.
Thank you.
God, okay.
Thank you, I guess.
I'm prepping for the. Oh my fucking god. 30. Okay, we're gonna need you to do a talkover on that one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to hear the process.
Yes, yes. All right, I'm hopping out.
See you guys later. Have
Bye,
a good
friends.
night.
Bye.
Everybody.
Oh my fucking god. Nighty night. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't. All right. Peace out, Girl Scouts.